finance department of the tribe. You guys should be doing it all on your own. You should be carrying this on your own. All of the accomplishments should be yours. All of the pitfalls will be yours also. But this is something that needs to be done, I think. So I just wanted to commend you on some work so far.
Thank you. Somebody else, Sunderland.
Oh, please, don't out of here. Please say, oh, you know it, they get design. Well, much guys did, they get look. What's the best? I got the shoe. I got it, you go. Again, get one of go shoes game. Now I just screw all on it. Now I make it screw over that. That's good. I was telling you, I was reading about it to you else, so I was telling you, it's a good car, looks well. Next school, whatever, I'm going to look at it, what's me? Let's start good car. Well, how many do? Making all that school, all that grind. They know it, can you just go there, watch the last shit up, like we will tell you. Good clear, the best for good car, what's me up, and my guy, this game ain't go rough, but I'm not charging it, the worst of all, so there was. Always the best side, many looks George anyway. Frankie, right, just Miss Honda. George telling me to do it. She'll budget down to do that road bridge. Mike, we got circa, you can now, this is circa, you can now, big chair, all the road, my mother, it's you, we want to go.
Oh. More comments from the body? Sunderland Free.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Secretary, members, body, guests, and HeadStart staff. With a panel issue, I know in the past reports today, maybe probably it's just kind of a negative report past year, and but your administration, your staff, you gotta change it in the whole lot. With your experience, I hear there's an effort with your staff to make this better, and I commend all of you for that. Politik, movie marriage every day. Wagala wales, wagala hui. Iwat say, wahine yubita sa iyo from Pitchik. Anyway, when I ran for the seat, campaign slogan, I got it. And I'm here to assist any type of, even a budget, and it's already been said already, but HeadStart program should have its own finance system and a CPA, a certified CPA, and it obviously like years ago. I don't know what when transition happened, but every funding goes into the black hole and we never see it. Not only this program controlled, but the black hole, you rob Peter to pay Paul, and those guys here can commend you all for that, and move sure. So, thank you.
Thank you. Sunderland Free. More comments, questions? Sunderland Clay.
Thank you, Speaker, Secretary, Body. Yes. Another comment is that I just want to commend you that you guys worked a long time without pay. Really, they're better people than us. And with that, you say we're all talking that for the kids, but put your voice where your vote is. And when we do this finance committee to see where we're allocating this LBDP money, sit here, stay here, and let's be open, see where we vote on this money, and then that's the proof in it. That's the truth in our words. Is that when we're allocating that money, is that going to go to Head Start? Are we going to do that? Hold us accountable to that standard that we're all here saying we're going to do it, and we have 1.8 million to allocate through this proposal. So sit here and watch, see who votes in this area, and where our votes go to, and where we decide to put this money. Because I think we all said it here that Head Start's important. So truth is in your vote. So with that, I'll invite you to my committee meeting when we do have it.
Thank you, Senator Whitcliffe. Can I have a hand up over here? Senator Robert.
Yes, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Chair. Pamela, Justice Reform. We will get them a cut with you. The Justice Reform Bill, my bad peace, this administration down here, we can go to the Justice Reform Bill if we pass this law. It's called the Justice Board. And we will also make sure that federal programs and state programs are secure for those departments. And 14-0, and we need to move in that direction because the reason the Justice Reform Bill, he pushed it to get what's a care, as is one, but change it, you could, how they look up, you could, go next last guys to pick it up, woman's argument, pick you could, go to come out, charge crime with that, then now show Baba. Shiwaji, there are meth babies, can I tell you, hook, and he wants to make you. Now, Bangladesh, South America, you could do. Like meth babies, can I hook, and my child, you could have New Shiwaji, you could do. Now, programs, federal programs, that's it, you could have this, now, HeadStart, the Kharoka, you could go to social programs, that's it, she's still good. Employees, they do constantly when affecting I think you could do Kagokan Mokshiwaji do Kagok you Lagio Nikos Bawajavichik, that Tim Cook Bawajavika was scared was sky Bawajavichik and educators deal and support Kutmagaji educators because deal and foundation, deal and goals, visions, today's deal and Bob and you, the coach, go meet you up. Now, what him, Magadam, method like control, what it, no, Magad is good, it's a harm, jail, what teachers see the harm, jail, you couldn't, what has institutionalized them. Only the T, but a month later, now Magad is all alone, Kachit, Kodak, Hawk said, the coach, superintendent, principal, but they could stop. I don't have the skills, I don't have the medical knowledge to handle these kind of children that are affected from birth. And we need to start to compile data and edit, no problem with that. And issues, maybe there's even FAE, fetal alcohol affect children, maybe you can inform them, name issues through my charges. We need to attack it. Attack it with the punishment. We're looking out for the church. And maybe you have to because you have that experience.
That would be an area for disability coordinator, and we have a developmental screening. In a disability coordinator and mental health and that's the area that's needed most. Pagarim screen Karula IHS they have people there that can take care of those. So like screenings, kind of like and then they go into like a screenings there's a team that does the IEP get you know what got disability they work with the school districts. Hey, like that way IEP could individual education IEP individual education plan we're going to go. It's a planning process where the superintendent of the school, the teacher, the director, and the teacher of the Head Start teacher, and our mental health coordinator, and our health coordinator all get involved. Where this child needs they have to follow. Be school board member, and Lodgecrest. Budget one. Public schools, they get money for Head Start. It's not much. It's not to hire. It's to provide services. That's to help the Head Start program for their services. So like school if they have a speech therapist all year long. And each school district, like for instance, in a pro area, they harden go, they will say that Lodgecrest, Wyola and Lodgecrest go cover good. And in a prior good Billings, Wyola. Look out, the schools that are closest to these centers, Kalagoyo. Hinavalish, Alagole, Kalagoi, in schools, Kareshina Head Start, Iwalalu to provide services like that. Alaga. IEP Garesh deal like this IEP should follow that child as they get into public school. Na services Karum in a school district should follow that child wherever that child is going to go. Like for instance, Hina Bagadim 8 Pro go live with the Head Start Kalagon public school stele Hina hard responsibility and that responsibility should be followed because Hardin School District Superintendent Karam Ichisa Golish IEP meetings League and speech therapists, all of mental health, all of Kuhua, they provide services for children. And if they can go beyond, like for instance, Wagatam speech behavior problem, behavior from Billings Hukak, they help the teacher. And instead of having the Head Start provide that material because they were getting money for Head Start. And that time I was an assistant teacher. And that teacher got a more behavior problem. They helped us with his behavior. They brought material and they brought stuff for that child so that child will be able to sit and learn. And Hilen school districts, they're responsible for that. Because they can afford speech therapists, they can afford these specialists in school districts, just like special ed, they can afford it. You Head Start, but they get stuck. And here in schools, Iwalalutum, Kalagoi, and Ekirage, Pro, go net part in school, Kalagago, Sailor, him, that should have been done when the child was in Head Start, Kalaga. Wulawea, Nurse Public School, he looked at those services, it should always been provided all that time. Him IEP and Pishelina. Hey, look that way. You know, I got him IEP, which the school start, put the in a classroom, and she would seal it. This teacher should already know that this child has an IEP. Put the in a IEP, Garesh Again, Amala Shio, Kukodai, Pishelina. If it requires a one-on-one for that child when it's on the IEP, Dioma. But the Head Start cannot provide for that, so that's where the school districts step in.
I can kind of elaborate on that. At the beginning of the year, our yearly, we do an update with the MOU agreements, and that's partnerships with the school districts. And the agreement, we update it, get their signature, and that way, Pam knows what she's explaining. They can't turn us down.
Thank you, Senator Stone. Then Spotted.
Thank you, Speaker, Secretary, Body, Head Start, guest. You know, Pamela and your staff there, it's not right what you inherited, the problems. It shouldn't be that way. But with the position you're in, there's nowhere else to go, nowhere else to look but up. So with the help of the branch here and voting yes on the monies that Frank was talking about, that's in economic development land buyback, we can help you take a step forward that way. We can help you help the kids. And that's a very important resource as a nation that we have is our youth. And going that way, as it was said, your own entity, your own self-sustaining board, your department, as it was before, can come back to life again. And maybe even further that to, I don't know if you have insurance per individual, get insurance, give the insurance, life insurance, health insurance, all the benefits that is capable of getting, you know, stuff like that. But we can help. Like Senator Whiteley said, we vote yes on this. We can give you some monies to start this. So we wish you well, and we'll be beside you. I hope.
Thank you, Senator Spotted.
I hope Speaker, Secretary, biggest thing. Oh my. I got get done. I get I got get social service. Can balai scared kum go. I got Nampalish, Magari, who's Pach, they start with Lagarin, you go to school as you get a list. New Siwazi get Chris, Kogi, Chris, or Series, Magari, Wahpa, you want to this home. I hope
Spotted. Didn't work. That's it.
hope. Speaker, body. Again, let's start to go. Youth, it's again. And finances all. Directors, jobs all you. And you start to live. Report is all good. Maybe a bailiff could go up. Report is all like that. Now, I'm not going to go. One job all this. All the well, man, do much for that. They get came with it, you want it, you want it, you don't know, but I want it. But you Hava. John Bonis, well, reports, hourly CP is good. And numbers that they have go good, I get it. I'm going to enjoy it, because you are real, I get picture. Then look, numbers down here, and you can help you. And I'm going to enjoy it, HeadStart. You will all do. You're splitting, you will all. I'll call around and try and chase it. I'll put stuff, guys, when you all. What Jim HeadStart. Hey, Chairman, now get a hold of a well, man. What did you all? What I got? What you want? People. And then I started to lose a baby. They were hesitant. They hold that sound. But what she do? She hear what tragedy would be, she said. It's a woolly, the milk. Anyway, see, I get a law, you push you. And screw that. And also go to your cooksie. And you get to start to get that. Wait, you joke you.
Thank you. I think with that, we'll conclude the HeadStart's report on this July quarterly session. I think this is home. Thank you guys for coming forward and giving the report. That will take up. Yep, Emily.
Ako, mas tipo ko, palilig ko problem medyo, you invited us in and palilig ko mas tipo ko.
Oh, thank you. That will take a 5-minute recess.